How about now? Is it working now? Mic check, mic check. All right. I think we're working now. Happy Monday. It's a Labor Day Monday. And of course, Mentorship Monday as well. Let's do some things. Are you ready? Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is out the box, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Othrew.
Vinny said we are live on YouTube at here.
Are you ready indeed? Let's get into it here. Oh, don't forget, let's see. My Stream Deck is not working, so give me just a moment here. I'm probably going to have to unplug USBs here from the weekend. Replug. I think we lost power. Hold on a second. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to unplug and replug. So give me a moment here as we get rolling. But I've got full auto turned on. Don't forget, trading is risky and all that business. And if you are thinking about doing Apex, if you want the deepest discount always, just remember AlgoBox. Starts with A, ends with X, just like AlgoBox. All right, let's get into it. Oh, and it's Labor Day, so happy Labor Day. We do have our Labor Day offer there extended, so check that out there on our website if you want to get involved. Of course, we also have a 2-week free trial. If you're brand new with us, we are going to be doing some mentorship training here today, Mentorship Monday. This is a day that we kind of have, we kind of call open mic. You want to get on with me, have a chat? Let's go up to the top left here for a minute. So highest time frames, this came in around just midnight? No, this had to be Friday. So a 22 level Enigma has shot this thing all the way up. Then we clustered. We have the Alpha Omega clusters. We've come down. We have not seen an Alpha Omega yet. So as of right now, I would assume we continue downward. Before we go up, at least for now. Currently, we are also biased shorts favorable from Friday. Remember, it's a Monday, though, so that could change at any moment. And we've got two main things going against each other here. We've got the shorts favorable, but right now on the Mac VU, we are currently sitting on a strong buy. So all of these are looking to the upside. So right now, I'm going to stick to the side of the Mac V for my Enigma plays. So MACV is telling me long side here, but we are right before the open, about 2 minutes prior, and I'm going to let that run for the first 5 minutes of the open as well. Currently sitting at the P point, so we know that we could basically take some plays in both directions here if we continue to accumulate in this area and don't just, make a run. we might just stick inside of there. Also, today is a half day, so got some Labor Day action in there as well. I just noticed we are coming into the 0 line here, so might be dangerous for the first Enigma, but I'm going to go ahead and take that chance there at the open, as we might, begin that kind of early morning launch there, and I can always make up for it on my sizing. In fact, I will size down right now. I'm going to go from a 5 to a 4. There, and yeah, we have about 1 minute before the open, so take that other finger you got available and smash that like button with it real quick, and that's good luck, right? That's got to be good luck. I'm gonna go L2 here as well, because I think we're gonna be hanging out here right in the middle of the golden ropes. We are golden roped here on the wave and the tide as well, so I do think we'll hang out here for a bit. I think we've got trades in both directions, which is, in my opinion, kind of easier to trade. I like plays being able to go on both sides and reverse those. Let me remove some drawing objects from last week. There we go. Control R, remove all. There we go. And speaking of other things to get arranged here, I'm going to go to the super chat and let me see your chats here. Oh, it helps if I pop the chat out, doesn't it? One moment. Market's opening any second now. Let's see if that picks up some speed. Oh, don't forget to check AV. That's right. Thank you, Nikita. I did check that right before I came on live stream. So we do have real-time protection turned off. But yes, thank you, sir. And everyone else, make sure you guys do the same. All right, here's the open. And it's a dead open.
Enigma short on the RTY4.
Okay, so there is an Enigma just came in. Enigma short on the 4s up top here. Again, I'm going to leave that until I get something on the lower time frame here. But now that I have that up top, I've got a 20 tick target down below me that I can use if I get an entry here on the lower time frame. You can see that right here. Enigma right there. Target would be that ET20 line right there. That should be 20 ticks away right there. Look to see if I get an entry for that. Test 1, test 2, mic check, test 1, test 2. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Sound is poppy. Hold on. Whoa. Sorry about that, folks. Let me pull that back. Is that really... Oh, wow. I just turned up the wrong volume. Sorry about that. Blowing you guys out. Sorry about that. And test 1, test 2. Sorry, playing with the microphone here, trying to get the proper settings here. I need to reset this USB plug. Someone had asked, should we trade the indices today given the stock market is closed? Well, generally, no. I'm more out here for Mentorship Monday here today. We'll be talking through a lot of things, answering questions. So if you've got a good question or any question, really, bring the hard questions today. We'll be around. As far as, whether the stock market moves it or it doesn't, you never know. Sometimes you might get something. If you don't, that's all right too. We were going to be in because we kind of got the kids starting back up and we're doing homeschool stuff with them. So it's kind of going to be a normal day for us. So we didn't do any vacations or any kind of stuff here for Labor Day. So I figured, hey, we'll come out here and do a Mentorship Monday. If you guys have questions, if not, hey, if everybody's out for the day, then we'll close it up there. Let me see here. I thought people might have some questions on any of the new stuff. We just did a new release last week, so we've got some updated items in there. If anybody's got any questions on those, we do have a couple of bugs to fix there on the news and the double delta sound. We have the double delta ready up there for you, but something happened in there, and we got the I got the sound jacked up here. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna make this my first play here. Double cross potentially at the top of a zone. We had a double cross at the top of the zone prior, and we'll see if that helps us out here with this enigma that we've got up top. My concern is that we've got currently sitting at moderate buy, and we've been on the buy side here this morning, so we'll see if they continue to inch that up. Remember, we are inside of that P point here and kind of dead flat right now, haven't really moved anywhere, so we'll see if we can get a couple of ticks out of that or not here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close it up right there. Again, right now, this could just continue this little stair stepper thing upwards, and again, just snagging it quick here. 240 bucks there on the first play. It's just so slow right now. Who knows what's about to happen right there? We've got the 16.9, and yeah, totally dead. Yeah, it's a dead market, absolutely. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. So trade one. For fun, 240 bucks there on that first play, and that is a DCR, but this pace here is just torturous. Literally average is 2.5 BPM, and right now speed was at 4 there when that just hit. So if we get anything added to that here as we come into this area, let me go ahead and get a zone drawn right here. Speaking of things that we should have done. So there's the width of our current zone right now. The other item that was kind of making me a little bit nervous, see this bar right here? This one is not quite done yet there on the 39s. So when that gets to be a new bar, you know, we can reassert that if we get another shot here. So once that bar completes, and if we start a new bar and we come back through that double cross right there, I might reiterate that again if our enigma target has not been reached up here on the 4s. So enigma target again should be here. Also, again, going against the MACVU, currently all 4 instruments are to the long side, so we have to keep that bias in mind. So if anything that I'm going to take against that, I got to be in and out pretty quick. That's at least that's the way I like to do it. All right, any questions or topics you guys would like me to go over? It is Mentorship Monday, so if you are new with us, good time for you guys to come in on a Monday and get your questions answered. This pretty slow market here today, so I'll have time to answer any questions and cover any topics. All right. Eddie said there's a question about how to use SMOK posted in Ask Questions. All right, let me take a peek at that. Whisker said a bar completes. Yeah, so that might be a good topic right there. So that bar just completed right there. And did you see how it, you know, a minute ago, it's hard for me to roll back here on a live stream here. I should have taken a screenshot, but that bar was, you know, it was not finished. You could tell. So another one of the advantages of using range bars is we can tell when, just visually, right? You can tell how big these bars are supposed to be. And that bar was not done yet. Does that make sense? So it kind of, and when it's at the end of the bar, you kind of figure, okay, it could finish itself out to the upward direction, which is what it looked like a minute ago. It's hard for me to explain without like going back and looking at it. Maybe we'll get another example here later today. But you see how this one kind of completed out, but it kept going. And that was my concern from before as to why I wouldn't necessarily want to just jump in the middle of that one if the bar had not completed. If it was a new bar, then oftentimes, you know, a new bar will complete out and then it's like, okay, I'll start the next bar and I'll kind of come down a little bit before I go up, and I can make money off of that move down. Or if the bar completely goes down, that's also good. So you'll hear me talking about bars completion. One of the indicators that I like to use is called our new bar notifier. Yeah, although I did not hear it for some reason. So I do need to check on that as well, whether our... That might be another problem we have, because did y'all hear new bar? Anybody? You know what? Let's pay attention this time. I'm going to turn up my audio. And I'm going to listen in for the new bar notifier here. Hopefully we don't have another bug with the audio. Yeah, y'all didn't hear it either. Yeah, we have you know, we definitely have a bug with the audio on Double Delta, so I'm wondering if I introduced something more with that in the most recent code, because I did not hear that play. Let me go check the file, make sure that file is actually in place. Choose a file, new bar wave. New bar on the wave. No, it's there. Okay, so what I just did right there, you know, you can make that sound be anything you want, as long as it's working. Okay, let's watch as this bar completes here. Let's listen for new bar on the wave. Bollinger sound is also not working on the Bollinger bands when it's touched. You know, I've noticed I did not hear that recently either. Okay, so I mean, we may have some problems on the audio side. We are looking into that bug on the Double Delta, but it sounds like it's more invasive or pervasive, so let's look into that. Whiskers, if you wouldn't mind, could you copy paste your current text that you just put there and put it into the bug reports, the yeah, I posted a link there in the chat in the bug reports section. I'm gonna watch this, see if there's a new bar here. Let's zoom all the way in. Thank you, sir. We haven't touched that code in forever, so I'm worried that it's NinjaTrader has a bug. We might need to report to them. Or if they've reduced the number of audios that can be played at the same time, perhaps. So my... There isn't an alert for new bar. When you say there isn't an alert, does that mean it's not playing, or you're saying that this was blank? Just want to make sure I understand, Ghost Bear, what you're, did you say it's not triggering? There's like no audio, even though you have it set? Or do you mean like this isn't on, like you don't have an option here at all? Oh, that you don't hear it? Yeah. Odd. Let me look in. Bug. What the Kamala is happening here? Digging the background music. Awesome. Man, the speed. Torturously slow here. When in a grind, do or not rewind. If this thing's gonna just grind up, stay out of the way. Communism. Oh, Kamala. Okay, so can you tell right now, here's, I guess, that, you see how that bar is not done? Can you tell? It's like it's almost done. Can everybody tell how that's almost done? If you can tell that it's almost done, type a 1. If you can't tell that it's almost done, type a 2. Kind of look at it there. Let me zoom in a little bit farther without... So if I'm playing against, say, particularly the Mac VU, right, and I'm thinking about a play short, for whatever reason, I'm not saying I'm currently doing it, but I'm just hypothetically talking about, you know, how I'm judging and using the optimized range on the wave chart. If I'm looking at a bar and it looks like it's almost done, but it's not quite done, the odds of a bar, you know, literally completely tail barring and disappearing, oftentimes, especially when it's against the Mac VU, is lower than it is to just complete its way up, okay, to just finish itself out. And you can kind of estimate that it's probably going to, you know, finish out somewhere here. That makes sense. Okay, so we just got a ready up right here on the lower time frame, and this bar not completed and currently strong buy. So I've got my finger over the buy here. It just needs to give me a reason. We are grinding up, so as of right now, I want to go ahead and continue. Need something to continue in that area. Another cross showing up here would be a double cross for me. I could take that as an option. Oops, just lost my... Move this up a little bit so I can get back to it if I need to. Let's see, Ghost Bear said, what's the indicator for the range bar completion lines? Could that be put on MACV? We have one of those for the algo bars. It's also currently broken. It's lovely. Yeah, speed is literally 0. Yeah, hadn't seen that in a while. Literally, speed is at 0. Wow. Yes, I know. We could switch to NQ right now, right? NQ would be good. Remember New Year's posted a question and asked questions. Any chance we could get it reposted out here, or is it super long that I need to read it over there? I can go check it out. Yeah, it's like -4 on speed. Okay, Curtis just Curtis, could you didn't post a screenshot. Not sure why that's hard, but I'll remind everyone, if you're going to give me an answer, give me it with a screenshot. You said that you tested it, but now I can't tell whether or not you did it on RTY or NQ. How do you know there's not a bug on specifically RTY or some other? Did you do it on RTY? We've had issues with RTY already before. It is a 3-letter instrument. There are all kinds of things that could be different between instruments. I don't know why I need to rehash that. All right, the question was, have you ever experimented with ABCD patterns where the second leg is 125% the length of the first? Like, does this produce winning double dot plays? Let's see. So I've gone blank. It has been so long since I used that play. So when you use the F8 tool, oh man, what was it? It was so at the 128, I know you're saying the 125, but I used to do the 128 reversal spot, but that is completely and purely a fib strategy. So to the question but I know what you're saying. If it's a multi with Fibella-Dot, so you're like, well, you've got the extra power of Fibella-Dot, but it's 125% of the other instead. I have not. So the question is, have I experimented with it? I have not. But in theory, So the way, well, let me watch if this bar completes out. This bar is about to complete out. If it just goes a few more ticks here. And I want to listen to see if the new bar notifier fires off there. Any second now. It's so close to being finished. Three 9:57:30. So we got 2 minutes and 20 seconds or so now till 10 a.m. and I don't know, maybe we'll get some little squirt of movement, maybe. We'll see. But the 125, oh man, what did I used to call that thing? Wow, that's all. We're trying to rack my brain all the way back to 2016 and before 2016, since the last time I used basically pure fib, right? So if you did F8 and if I am measuring this area, so let's do this. Let me remove this. So there is another tool, the fib retracement. Let's see, it's F8, fib extensions. Here you go, F9. So if you were to come up like this and you go, there's the first leg, and then it came back to here, and there's the 100 there. But if you had the 125, so if I edit this and go into levels, and instead of 7 levels here, let's like add another one, and let's make it 125, although that's not really a fib number, so you'd want to do the 128, something like that. But let's say that, you know, in theory you wanted to do this to test it out, the 125. Let's go visible, let's make it an interesting color here. Let's make it hot pink and make it a little bit larger, and instead of solid, let's make it dashed. Okay, and I'm going to save that as my default just for fun. So there's your 125 up there. So but basically what you're going off of, again, there's a fib theory around that reversal point. So as far as, you know, is that a viable strategy? Well, anything's a viable strategy if you want to play with it, absolutely. But it is strictly a structural play, in my opinion. Now, if you were to combine that with an order flow event at that location, then absolutely. Now, for the people who use this tool here, let me see. Yeah. So the Fibella dot that shows up right here, remember that the Fibella dot, this is where multiple fibs interact. So there's a multi-fib level that's happening there, plus some other internal components that are also happening at that same location. So your question is whether or not, okay, so on top of that, should I also add in the 125? As far as experimenting with it, yeah, I don't see, I mean, if you're looking for some other strategy, I always tell people all the time though, have I tried every single strategy in the world? Obviously not. Have I gone down this path though? So the question is, have I? Yes, I have. But by itself, does it have additional advantage over something I would already do? I don't know. I couldn't say for sure, right? Because I have not done the experiment. But hey, I would love for you to take that up. If you are up for it, I'd love for you. Here's all you would need to do. Use that fib extension tool Okay, draw it on top of the Fabella dot that you have. So if the Fabella dot was drawn right here, go ahead and do the measurement. You're going to use the tool and you're going to run it. Let's hold shift here. Oops, I went way too far there. Harder than it looks. All right, you pull it right to there, and then it should, you know, basically you're drawing your spots there from this spot to this spot on your Fabella dot. And then it will, if you have your tool set to where it will show you the 125, you know, maybe make a mark right there and go, hey, I'm going to try to see like if this dot breaks, if I take a reversal right there. That's his theory. That's his question is, well, how about a 125 for whatever reason, right? You know, but what is your current strategy that you're trying to test it against? If you're going, well, is it better than? Because I think the question should be, would this be a viable strategy, meaning something better than something else? So comparing it against what? Because you're also saying like the dot by itself, and the dot by itself is not a strategy. Let's all remember, like the dot should never be used alone, right? Does everybody actually, let's make sure we know that. Does everyone know that the Fabella dot is not a strategy by itself? Yes, I do not tell you ever to take a dot by itself, correct? Everybody get that? If you do, type a 1. If you don't know that, type a 2. We'll go a little bit further on that. We have a thing in our room. If you type ! alone, it will pop up a cool little reminder for everyone. Trade nothing alone, right? There are a few things with exceptions to that, such as the Enigma, but the Enigma is not by itself either. The Enigma has a lot of things internal to it, right? Another exception to that might be like, say, the 2-finger salute, but really aren't. In a 2-finger salute, how many primary items are there? Pop quiz. Let's see. This is, I don't think I've ever asked this question before. On a 2-finger salute, is it really alone? Why or why not? I saw somebody put a 3. All right, you're in trouble. He's not a 1 or a 2. He's a 3. Hey, it's both. Normally, I'm down with that. So on a 2-finger salute, why is that not really alone? Why might you think? Let you think about it here for few more seconds here. I'll go ahead and give you the answer. A 2-finger salute. I'll give you a little bit more hint. What is it comprised of? Its primary configuration is used when certain parameters appear. That's true. There are additional things, such as you want an extension into a direction, right? There needs to be an arm. Sometimes people mistake it and be like, oh, there's a 2-finger, and it's like right in the middle of the ropes kind of scenario. There's no arm, right? So how do you have 2 fingers without an arm? So there are additional things, yes. Thinking about something else though. What could it be? How about, I'll give you another hint. It's in the name. It's in the name itself. What might it be? 2-finger salute. Give you another hint. Can something be alone when there are 2? Ooh, we're getting deep now. Can someone be alone when there are 2 of you? It's not alone, is it? 2-finger salute is by definition 2 events, yes? 2 hammer bars in a particular location and after a set of other things, right? Such as an arm. So an arm extension plus the 2 fingers, which are the 2 hammer bars, right? Which are not like one single hammer bar by itself is not enough. 2 corresponding back to back in a space, yes? That means it's faked up twice. Could set a trap, which is kind of its whole thing to begin with. So you've got a trap. Now, again, I want to play that on normally a higher time frame. I'm not going to play that on something necessarily low. But the optimization process for that, remember, is, in my opinion, key for a period of time, right? What is the current market? Where is the current market trapping people? What is its current range that's allowing those traps to be set and actually taking action off of that? So that's where the optimization process comes in on that 2-finger salute. And there are 3 videos particularly around that. If you haven't gotten to those yet, it's kind of right in the middle of the premium member section. So in fact, speaking of, in the middle of the premium section, if you are a new student with us, please go through the training. Okay, I know it seems very tempting to come out here on the live streams. It's like, oh, I get it. I got this. I'll just pop in on them. No, you need to learn the lexicon of things, the terminologies, and that's why I pop quiz you out here. And yes, that's going to be helpful, but you need to consume it all at once. Get your notes together, have that tactile feedback where you've taken notes, where when you write it, you know that there's something that happens when you do something with your hand. It like connects to the brain and will program it into your mind. So have that tactile feedback. Okay. Yeah, cobfish, trap plus deviation, reversion, trend continuation. Yeah, there's a lot of that involved with that. When you see 2 hammer bars in a location, yes. Oh, sorry, I just now saw the rest of the chat popping through. I don't know why that wasn't popping up, but yes, I see some people saying it needs 2 fingers. Yes, it has a middle finger. True. 2 bars checked against each other. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I was thinking of the 2 bars precisely. Yeah, so it's not really by itself, right? You might like, well, there's an exception. Vinny, what about the 2-finger salute? Well, technically it's not alone, is it? Right. Is there something else that you might think, well, what about taking one of these alone? I think potentially an alpha omega at a certain size level could be done by itself, but it usually is also with a location in general. So it's generally also, it's still kind of 2 things. And it needs to be tuned first. So you kind of, well, if you have done alpha omega tuning, then you pull over like, okay, so currently it's a 10.3 because I've seen it from before, but you would need one earlier in that session to tell you, was that 10.3 a reversal or a continuation type of scenario based on the history. You could kind of look back here and go 9.2 was a pivot. Cool. But what do you say in here? You can't really tell. Can I use this one from before to scientifically potentially approve this one? Nah, it's too far away. Remember, same session, and this is a higher time frame. But if you go through the alpha omega tuning, what I tend to tell you is that, again, I'm not going to take one of these by itself. However, I could see that's a potential opportunity set up, and then I'm going to go to the lower time frame and take it, because remember, on this higher time frame, I've got bigger stops as well. When these show up, and this one would have stopped out. Yes, let's look at what the stop value on this would have been. So from the middle of the cross down to the bottom, that actually it's not too bad. 25 ticks. This is this is on 8s. Sometimes I forget we're on RTY now, so they're not as big on that stop out. But yeah, other things that might be alone. No. So yeah, back to answering that question on the big picture. Question was the 125% extension instead of the 100. Have I checked what would happen if, well, I put another line right back behind it at 125? I'll tell you, I'll give it to you like this. If you do that experimentation for us, if you take the time to do that, because now I've got, I'm older now, I've got 4 kids and elderly parents and things, but if one of you young bucks has the time to run through that experimentation, I'll tell you, if you can show me, and you need to record it yourself, you cannot be lazy and be like, oh no, trust me, Vinny. No, dude, I don't trust anybody. Yeah, I trust no one. Not a single person in my life, not one. Every single person I have ever had close in my life, or whatever, closest of close, inner circle or otherwise, have violated my trust at some point or other. things that you would think that they would never do, and they do. Okay, so yeah, I've got trust issues, but you know what? That makes me a great trader. I trust nothing on the charts until it's proven. Make sense? And even then, I still think this could go wrong. Okay, so I always have a plan B, and you should too, right? However, if you can prove to me, this has happened before. I'm not always saying I come up with, it does not have to always be me coming up with the best strategies. Okay, we've had people come into our crew and have had great strategies, such I'm giving the example of the masher, the plover. Those came from members, but what did they have to do for me? Prove it. Okay, you go spend the time, prove it. But to prove it, you need to take those screenshots, record them, put them into something that is also digestible. And if you don't have the brain for it, if you cannot figure out how to summarize information appropriately, where you can show things and easily. I mean, some people are like, oh, they create me this crazy Excel spreadsheet and it's like all these numbers that are thrown out. That's not how you present to a CEO. If you've never presented to a CEO, listen, this is your chance to do it. Okay, don't waste my time. Summarize it. Okay, if you've ever like watch a movie or something, how do they come and present to the CEO? They don't come and just dump all the data in front of the CEO and be like, oh, see, there it is. No, now summarize it, walk it through, make a video of it, put it into a clean format, put it into a graph, whatever you need to do, but it has to be digestible. I'm not going to spend my time redoing your work. Okay, but if you prove it to me, here's where I'm going with this. Prove it to me that there is an awesome strategy inside of that. I will code it for you. Is that a deal? So if you find it, you like it, you want it, I will code this into the Fabella dot. Now, I need a 6-month, has to be at least 6 months. I would prefer more. However, at least 6-month backtest of showing this. The difficulty with that is on Fabella dots, that is the only repainting item inside of our system. Okay, so at the same time, if you really want this, okay, you want this, put it in the wish list, take a screenshot of what I got right here, and if you would like me to draw a 125 line off the back of a Fabella dot, I will look into potentially doing that. Does that make sense? We good? Cool. But do I think there's additional strategy there better than what we currently have? I don't think so. I'll be honest, I don't think so. I would just use the dot and, again, quickly enter, exit off of a quick stop on a dot. Remember, double dot is a strategy. Remember, a headshot is a strategy where you've got a Flowmaster event near one of those locations. And a 125 is yeah. Mentorship money streaming through elevator pitch Monday. Am I doing the elevator pitching, or are you guys elevator pitching to me? I feel like you guys are you're elevator pitching to me. I hope. All right. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm elevator pitching you on AlgoBox, but I think I'm reading you right, Brian. Yeah. If you want to pitch me an idea, toss it. Yeah. The masher. Yeah. Was awesome. But ask masher, you know, how I grilled him on that before. I was like, I'm going to take my time to look into it myself. I was like, no, go prove it to me, right? Show me 6 months of setups, video format or screenshots or otherwise. Show me those pivots repetitively, and, you know, we'll code it. And yeah, he was right. He was right on. The plover, for instance, was one where, you know, whether you like the plover or not, you know, it has its place. If you're, you know, looking for a kind of a scalp play. I'm not much of a scalper. I don't even like to use the word scalp. But, you know, a target on its way to a PRZ, and you get that cross show up, boom, plover it up. Yeah, pitch it to me. Yeah, man, pitch it to me. I'm open for it. But at the end of the day, I always tell people all the time, I'm here to make money. And you should be too. It is not about trying to find every trade opportunity there is. It's about finding the best opportunities and taking a shot at those when they show up with proper sizing based on your risk tolerance and your personal financial needs, in my opinion. You love the plover beast? Yeah. I mean, when it when it shows up, it's, you know, it's pretty cool, right? And it's one of those that, you know, if you're like me, you like that instant satisfaction of boom, hit the target. I mean, who doesn't love that? Who wants to wait around to see if you hit a target? Who doesn't just love a insta pow pow, right? In and seconds later, target's filled. You know, who doesn't love that? Oh, we've just shifted to neutral. First time we have shifted neutral. So let's watch if we end up shifting into red or not. But the other indices are potentially struggling here. That's the first neutral touch we've seen all morning. It is 10:17. Speaking of bugs, again with RTY, so you'll notice what didn't show up here for me. At 10:10, I did not get a warning background sign. So another thing that we have it's obviously buggy because it doesn't happen all the time. But as of now this morning, for whatever reason, the region background did not draw 2 minutes before the 10:10 on any of my charts, actually. Yet at the same time, if I go up here to the top left, we can see it's on the chart, but you notice the 10:10 one did not show up for me. Hi Vincent, how are you, sir? What? You missed it? Yeah. You missed me? I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you want to do today?
I don't know.
You gonna go in the truck?
Yeah.
Where you want to go?
To get some more watermelon.
To go get some more watermelon?
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna go in the truck and get some watermelon today?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. You wanna get some watermelon and jump in the pool?
I don't want to go.
No, not the pool. You got pulled out yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you swim in the pool yesterday a lot?
Yeah. But what's that red thing?
What's that red thing? That's some stuff on our live stream.
What's that red thing?
That red thing? Which one? This one? It's a diamond. You see the diamond shape?
I see that.
What shape is that? Can you tell? Diamond? Yeah, it's a diamond shape.
Yeah. And then a rectangle.
You see a rectangle?
Yeah.
I do see a rectangle. What about this one? What's that?
What this?
What is this? Is it a cross?
That's us.
Yeah, it's a cross.
Yeah. Us. That's a trash.
That's a cross, that's right.
What's that noisy sound?
What's that noisy sound? It's music.
I see music.
The music.
What?
You hear it again?
Yeah. Nothing. Doing some piano.
It's doing some pianos?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's doing some song.
Yeah, I think you're right. It kind of looks like that, doesn't it? That's called an equalizer. Can you say equalizer?
Equalizer.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Pro. You're a pro. You're ready for this. Did you eat breakfast?
Huh?
What did you eat?
Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Like, what's that? Your feet.
What's that yellow thing? This one?
No, that.
This one?
No, that rectangle.
This rectangle?
Yeah.
This is a region zone. What we call accumulation zone. Can you say accumulation zone? Yeah, it's a tough one. I know.
It looks like a rectangle.
It looks like a rectangle. Yeah. Yeah, we try to make things easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some pentagons.
Some pentagons? You see some
Yeah.
pentagons?
Yeah. And it's right. It looks like it's right.
And it looks like a sleigh?
Yeah. No. It looks like it's right.
Like a tray?
Doesn't look like a tree. But that it's like a tree.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not a tree. That's no. That's a rectangle.
That's a rectangle?
And that's
Ooh,
a,
look.
Huh?
We just got a green diamond.
Not green diamond.
See green diamond shape?
Yeah, I see it.
Whoa.
And I see one again.
You see one over there?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Wait, what's that? Big
Look,
thing.
somebody wrote some dinosaurs. Look, Pablo sent you some dinosaurs. Look. Pablo sent some dinosaurs. Look at that.
Yeah, that's two dinosaurs.
Cool dinosaurs. Say thank you, Mr. Pablo.
Thank you, Pablo.
Yeah. He sent you some dinosaurs. Pretty cool, huh? Little
Yeah.
Brontosaurus and a T-Rex.
Yeah, we should try those.
You want to try them?
Yeah.
I don't know how he did that one. I don't even know where those are. I have to look in the list of
Wait, what are those?
emojis.
What are those?
Those are emojis.
Yeah, they look like.
They do look like emojis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, and a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Look. A rectangle.
You see the rectangles? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a rectangle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's a rectangle too.
That's right. Well, our price just broke through the diamonds, so we're gonna have to probably do something here in a moment. We're about to touch this channel point.
Yeah, is that a rectangle?
Yeah, there's a lot of rectangles here. Right now we've got kind of some parallel lines going on here. We're at the bottom of a channel. I do.
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't know either. Let's wait for a cross to tell us. How about that? Alright, why don't you go see mommy and I'm gonna finish up here. I'll see you in a little bit. Oh, the market's way too slow today. How did the fast and refeed go? Well, I'm still in the fast. I have not refed yet. So I decided, so here's what happens on a fast. Your first 2 or 3 days, you know, people might, for me, I wouldn't say it's torturous, but that is the pain point. Like, I have a very high tolerance for pain, so I'm like, but I know that, you know, normal people would call that the torturous phase. Day 2 and 3. Once you reach day 3, it's like you don't feel hunger pains anymore. So now it's all mental. So I just decided to carry on. So I have not eaten yet since Thursday. So what's today? Thursday. Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I guess today would be like day 5. Yeah, day 5. So yeah, maybe I should open that up. Anybody got any prayer requests? Your prayers do not have to go flying solo, as I like to say. Hi, Jonesy. Just drinking water. So I do add salt and lemon to my water stuff. Because what I have found is if you want to stave off those headaches and if you want to feel like you can still function, salt. And that has to do with literally just allowing your electrical system, like the human body is an electrical system. And if you've ever put electrical probes inside of water when there's no particles, no particulates, no electrolytes, you can, I saw a 40-second video on this recently. But anyhow, basically run some electrodes through some water, and it's basically the higher the salt content, kind of the better. So yeah, and in fact, this is all kinds of videos. If you go out there on YouTube on like, you know, methods of fasting and reasons for fasting, etc. If you have to function, then basically salt. And I'm in a spot where, you know, I have to function. I can't just, I don't have the convenience of Jesus and or others who have fasted in the past where I could go off into the desert on my own. I've got 4 kids, elderly parents, you know, wife life. All that. NaCl, that's right. And they break up in water. Isn't that interesting? It's fascinating how that works. Shed salt by sweating out, so you replace it. That's true. Yeah, without the, you know, there's a lot of things, you know, even about salt, biblically speaking. Yeah, and salt is not a calorie thing. It's literally so that the electrical signals can fire well still, but you get a lot of mental clarity when you don't have a bunch of food being processed in your system. When your other systems are turned off, other systems are turned on. Does that make sense? Your immune system kicks off at a higher rate. Your autophagy occurs. If you don't know about autophagy, where your body rids itself of bad things, bad cells, potentially precancerous and or cancerous cells, quite frankly. The human body is 2 oceans of different salinity content. Oh no, that one I didn't know about. If you got a video on that or other additional information on that, I'd like to hear more about that. I don't know that concept. Pinch a new salt in there for potassium. Yeah, actually I have the one called real salt. I don't know if it's the same thing, but that's their whole thing, is that on top of the salt they put other stuff in there, the other mains. I've heard the Himalayan salt, but then again it depends on where you get the Himalayan salt to make sure it's actually legit, because all kinds of nonsense these days. I don't have a specific end date as of right now. It was originally going to be a 3-day fast, but now I'm on day 5 and carrying on. I'm in a mental state of zen to make light of it, if I would. Real salt with new salt, yeah. You need potassium. Yeah. Oh, and I am taking my normal men's vitamins. Whether that's cheating it or not, I don't know. The purge. Yeah. Lower body fat to lower inflammation, blood pressure, vascular dilation. Well, vascular DS? What is vascular DS? Is that dilation? Or vascular DS? What is that? Cancer risk, etc. And Himalayan have been shown to have heavy metals in them. Post in chat. I'm taking. Yeah, you definitely have to be careful with all the different things. The best salt is Celtic salt. You know, I don't know if I've heard of Celtic salt or Baja Gold. Salt. Ah, I don't know about those. Yeah, send some links there in the, oh, DS is disease, vascular disease, I got you. I saw that. Man, I'm telling you, like, look up autophagy, though. Videos on autophagy, holy shnikes. Yeah, just physically the benefits of that. I mean, when your system goes into, okay, I need to source from somewhere, and it's going around your system, and your body's like, okay, look, we're not processing food here. Let's, what can we process? It's like, oh, what's this doing here? How come we never, it finds all the corners. I kind of think of it like every once in a while you're at your house, you do that spring cleaning thing. You know, you clean all the time, clean, but you miss those baseboards in the corners and the spiders hiding in that weird spot in the, the corner of the, I don't know, maybe above the chandelier, or, those nooks and crannies. And autophagy is self-eating, if you think about it. Your body eating itself. It sounds weird until you realize, well, there's probably a lot of spots in your body that it might need to take care of. It can heal things like so your skin is the largest organ in the body, which is always fascinating. You don't think of your skin as being an organ, but the largest organ on your body, and particularly people with psoriasis. I mean, I've heard completely cured after just not eating for a while. Your body's like, what's all this crap over here? It's like, oh, let's take care of this. It's on the outside. Hadn't been looking at it too much, but let's eat this. So psoriasis will get healed up. I've heard of all kinds of crazy stuff. I've heard it like cancer, like a giant ball of cancer. It'll just eat the cancer. Okay, hold on. Are we finally going to finish this bar? So I can listen for the new bar notification. Yeah, but people do think that after you go to day 5, you're like, oh, it must be torture. Oh, it does not. The hunger pains don't get worse. They lessen, they disappear. Like I said, day 2 and 3, your body's sitting there going, feed me, feed me, feed me. Reach day 3 and 4, it's like, day 5, like, there's no hunger pains at all. You have mental clarity. You feel like you can get a lot of stuff done. Now, as long as your salt intake doesn't go down. And now, I don't know personally, because I had just already done, lots of research on it before, and known people said, 2 guys would be like, oh, we challenged each other to do this fast for X period of time, and we found was on this day, all of a sudden we're like feeling really bad, and then all of a sudden they're like, so I sprinkled some salt in my hand and licked it, and minutes later I felt better. And I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy, didn't know about that. So if you need to function, because that has been concerns for me in the past, where I was like, okay, I couldn't function after day 3 or whatever, but I didn't know about the salt trick. Then I learned about that, and so now you're sleeping okay during the fast. Yeah, actually I've been sleeping great. But I've been on a more regular sleep schedule recently as well too, so I think that helps as well. But I have had no problems sleeping, and I'm getting up without an alarm too, so I think that's good. Okay, so we've got really no setups there, so I'm going to take that off. So I still have not completed out that bar. But I do have a feeling there's something going on with the audio, whether it's our side or NinjaTrader side. Can't really sort out. Let's see if this finishes here. Vitamins are not cheating because there's 0 cal. Okay, cool, I like it. You're a sugar freak. It's crazy how well you feel after just a week off of that shite. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a sugar freak, but my coffees are definitely sweet. I prefer a sweet coffee. Okay, yeah, we just had the clack clacks up. Now, I did notice when that occurred, we had the audio box going. So audio box was hitting. It snapped through that area, but we did not get a new bar notification, did we? Okay, so no new bar notification on RTY. Now I'm going to press refresh on this chart. So I pressed F5 with the reload, and I'm going to be listening in again to see what's up. But did notice that we have 2 of them here. I think I did that before because it wasn't firing off before, but we'll try this after a refresh. I could kind of make this happen. I'm going to do 25R. Now I'm going to make it super small. I'm going to do 20R so that it will give me a new bar within 20 ticks here. Okay, so we got the open line up here. Something tells me we're probably going to snap that and push. And there's a big fat trap back here. So any pullback, in fact, I'm going to try to catch a bid here. And we got strong buy side here, so we'll see. We're about to reach the prior close as well. A few ticks up above us, which will also be the open above as well. Also, I just noticed we got a new bar in the 89, but I did not hear a new bar notification. And new bar notifier is on. So yeah, new bar definitely not firing, whether or not this is on RTY only or not. Does anyone have an example of one that is working? Curtis told me this morning that it's working on his side, but he didn't tell me what instrument or anything else, and didn't include a screenshot. So who knows? Okay, he sent me a screenshot. Sorry, I missed that earlier. So now he sent me a screenshot after we chatted about it, and he said RTY on 3R, RTY Bollinger Bands, new bars firing. Huh. Okay, so we've got to figure out what it is about our template, perhaps. Curtis, could you tell us what sound file you were using? You didn't include your screenshot of your settings. If you could include the screenshot settings, there are a lot of things that go into things when you're trying to diagnose. Project manager mode really sucks. I don't know why people go into it. So we barely touched prior close there. Open line just up above us. Who knows? Maybe they want to keep us negative on the day. But if not, the theory would be that we do push up in that area. NQ's putting out some good plays this morning, Mr. Harris. Yeah, probably should have switched over to NQ there. We've been in the habit of RTY recently. It gives me more opportunity to teach and chat through and walk through things. And I promised you guys after we did that big June bug, big account challenge, that as we went into small account challenge mode, that I would do more teaching and training as we went into the months after that. The top step guy, what's his name? Dakota, backed out of our competition. Wah, wah. Or they're just playing the silent game. Oh, sorry, wanted to get back to you. Sure, sure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you guys know of any other tubers that want to put up a trading competition, go toe-to-toe with me and AlgoBox versus whoever. Like to get ICT involved. Apparently he's no news on the Robins. I am bringing a lawsuit against the Robins, if anybody didn't know about that. So I'm going to be suing the Robins for all of the BS that they pull on the industry. And that's currently in play. But ICT is, claiming, I'm the best, another year of blowout, sounds like to me. Not showing up on leaderboards, saying he's going to get 11,000%. And all that kind of whatnot. So unless the Robins is allowing him to cheat and hiding his stats because they've got some deal going, which we'll find out with the lawsuit. But yeah, somebody go challenge him. Tell him to come get in a real trading competition with me. Man to man, toe to toe. He claims he's the best. Put your money where your mouth is, Muppet. I'd play the little games of, he won't do it, he won't do it. Well, we already know he won't. But if he surprises me and he does, absolutely it would be amazing. I would love to shove my P&L down his throat. So, absolutely. They should call themselves Stop Step. I like it, bro. Top step, more like bottom step, or stopped step. Yeah, they're like, oh, we'll challenge anyone, anybody, any. And then all of a sudden Vinny steps up and they're like, oh yeah, okay, well, oh shit, it's Vinny. It doesn't really go well for people. This could go very badly for us. What are you talking about, bro? Why don't you just admit that you can't beat me? Be a man and be like, you know what? Honestly, Vinny, anybody else but you. Because you've beaten everyone in every competition ever. So, respect. Nah, they can't do that in this industry, because this industry sucks. But just because something sucks doesn't mean you can't make money in it and take care of your family, you know what I'm saying? So let's do it. I think after this fast, doing a lot of deep thinking, I think there's a lot of things that we need to talk about. Important things about life, along with the fact that we will work on increasing the finances for those who want to use the system. Now, of course, I'm not sitting here guaranteeing that you use our system that you're going to have financial success, but I personally believe that using a system like ours improves your odds. Do you guys agree? Type a 1. If you don't, type a 2. I just think the market is so much easier to read. How do I know that? Well, because if I didn't have AlgoBox, I would not be as good. I know that for a fact, me personally. Now, whether you or not, I don't know, obviously I'm biased. But I'm looking around. Would I want to have to use any of that stuff? I feel bad for Mike Schwartz. You know, Like literally going from using AlgoBox to using cancer charts, I could not do it. You got to have some serious ego to be able to put up with that kind of torture. So the funniest ones are the guys with the egos who put on the smiley faces. Mike Shorts, Trades by Matt. Doom. Dumas. Dumastich. Robin's Cup permits multiple accounts, so you can post your winning account. Exactly. Ask Larry Williams. Exactly. Yeah, where did Mikey go? Oh, he's launched a new channel. It's his son's channel. Oh, trust me. Just trust me, bro. It's my son's channel. No, it's not. Again, he can't make money any other way than YouTube now, or he'll launch another mentorship or something because, yeah, at the same time, he's made so much money. You know, he can play this little game, and he didn't make it trading, but, you know, scamming and conning people with his gigantinormous lies, because people just think, well, it can't be a lie. I mean, nobody would lie that big. Well, yeah, that's sadly the way most of us believe, because they're like, no human could be that disgusting. Oh, well. And there's the likes of Michael Joe Huddleston, whose father's a serial murderer. And again, look, I don't care what your breed history is. Anyone can break their breed. So maybe this is his way of breaking the breed. Like, well, at least I wasn't a serial murderer like my father. Well, you threatened me and my children. You're obviously a scumbag. Sent people to assault my family. You're gross. Because your ego's so fragile. Why did Schwartz do that? Because I asked him to do what he's doing for Bookmap right now, funny enough. You go notice all of Mike Schwartz videos now. They're like, how I made money with Bookmap. Okay, well, he's willing to do it for cancer charts. I simply had asked him to do that for ours, put our name in the title. He wouldn't do it. He's live streaming every single day now on his channel. When he did ours, he wanted to do it on a separate YouTube channel. I said, hey, that's, you know, not a good idea. Why would you put us on a... He literally started a YouTube channel from scratch, called it Live Trading. Dumb. Anyhow, give him ideas to improve, and he thinks he knows better than you, and then he gets upset if you tell him otherwise. He also would not show our full system because what he wanted was he needs people to be dependent on him. He was concerned because his view counts dropped when, because AlgoBox just makes things too easy, which is true. It literally, you don't need a mentor. Once you have AlgoBox is telling you everything you need to know on the chart all the time. You don't need someone to sit there and walk you through. Once you know AlgoBox, you're on your own. You don't need a guru. He wanted to run his epitomytrading.com website and have people need him. So he would only show parts of our system. And like, not just like, oh, well, you know, just a few that you need. No, we're talking about like, he would be trading off on another screen with everything in our system, but only showing like, I think what he had delta and volume profile, which isn't even a major thing. I don't know. I can't even explain. He didn't have the buttons there, didn't have anything, any other items from the system on it. So it doesn't even look like AlgoBox. It just looks like something else. He just wanted people to think that he was the man. Okay, that's all I can figure. Like, oh, you got to use me. You got to use volume profile. Got to be a volume profile trader. Oh, my volume profile is so handy. No, it's not. No, it's not. My last straw was when he made $50,000 in a month with AlgoBox, but was unwilling to talk about it. That told me everything. I was like, yeah, you're done. I don't know what your deal is with me, what you don't like about me, and I don't care, but you can't sit there and lie to people about the product that you're using, pretend that you're not using it, smash with it, and give no credit where credit is due. Yeah. And then while I was in the middle of a legal suit with all kinds of drama happening where my family's being attacked and everything else, well, one of the turds was hitting him up in his comments and had hit him up because he, his little thing where he's like, oh, send me an email. So he gets the email address from this guy, and I asked him to give me the email address. Well, he said, well, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to give that to you. I'm like, what are you talking about? This guy, he's attacking me. Give me the email address. Well, Vinny, I just rather maintain the privacy. Okay, so they're your guys, right? Okay, I get it. Anyhow, we have this chat going back and forth, and I'm finally like, send me the effing email address, and he hangs up on me. Well, it was at this moment he knew. All right, like, we're done. You are obviously a turd. You don't understand. You don't care about anyone else but yourself. You don't care about my family. You don't care about what I'm having to deal with. You don't care about me and what I have done for you and your family. We're finished. Have a nice life. Go use cancer charts. So now he's using cancer charts, aka Bookmap. Targets filled, $780 there on a Labor Day. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there. I don't know if I would say that was beautiful. We just simply took a shot off the channel, and it's just a structural grinder. But these are things that you learn from going through my stuff as far as grinding, when to grind, not rewind, basic stuff. System didn't do any of that stuff. Yeah, no, I feel like, I can't explain it any other way, and he won't explain it. He doesn't want to go out there and talk about it because he's embarrassed by it. I would think he should be embarrassed too. But now I told him, like, look, if you're going to live stream on your main channel. You're Mike Schwartz. Why would you go to something else? And what is he doing now? He's live streaming on his thing. He's doing exactly what I told him to do, funny enough, after he quits with Algobox. Isn't that funny? But now he has to, because he can't make money trading. He's got 15 accounts. He trades different directions. He blows out ones. Oh, okay, start my next one. Dude, all the same BS that all these little turds do. Cracks me up. I have no respect. Zero respect for the man. That's some stolen valor BS. Yeah, it's a good point. I wouldn't want to put it into the tone of stolen valor, because that's, the military men who literally put their lives on the line. I wouldn't say that what I do here is anything close to what they do, but yeah, definitely just not giving credit where credit is due, and acting like you've accomplished something because you're the man. Okay, well, maybe you are. Prove it. Let's see if you have another $50,000 a month without Algobox, right? And if he does, it's going to be some lucky shot BS. Whereas with Algobox, I can come here and I can do it anytime I want. And he could too. That's funny. I still remember him multiple times always saying, Vinny, even if you didn't pay me, I would still promote Algobox because I know it's the best. I want people to have the best. No, he obviously doesn't. He doesn't want people to have the best. And at the end of the day, everybody lies. Everybody has an angle. Everybody has a reason. And that's fine. I get his reason. He needs to make money for his family. And the way he does it is to get people to watch his YouTube, be dependent on him, and, whatever Bookmap turd is. And he makes, he was bragging at some point and said he was making $15,000 a month on Apex shilling. And I was like, wow. I had no idea there was that kind of capital there. And I don't care. I literally don't care. In fact, I think it's great. If you're making money with it, fantastic. But if that's your reason for why you can't tell people about the best product that's out there, it's fine. At the same time, I feel like the good Lord above has his reasons for all things. Because if anyone else were to promote our system and whatnot, well, then they could take the credit, right? I kind of enjoy the fact that it's literally just this. It's the product itself. No one else. No promoter. No TBM. No Patrick Wieland. No ICT. No idiot who runs around and has to make videos, 15 videos a day, like Schwartz does, or ICT having to go, new channel, new thing, 15,000 tweets a day. He wrote out like a 5-page dissertation in his community post yesterday. He's launching his, son's launching a YouTube channel now, whatnot. No respect. I have no respect for any of them. They're gross. Lawsuits are modern day war. It's times of war. Trinity Sherman's field. Ah, that's a good point. It's a good point. It's true. Yeah. I mean, it's hard. Think suing somebody is easy? It's not. When you got to get in front of a jury of your peers and you get up on the witness stand, a lot of things change. You either have balls or you don't. You're either loyal or you're not. Your words and your thoughts matter. And we're going to be talking a lot more about that real soon. Let's see. We're at 10:58. Does the market close at 12 Eastern or 1 Eastern today? Can you let me know? I forget. At noon or 1? $12 p.m. halt. Let's hang out for another hour, shall we? I'm gonna take a quick refresher break here, and then yeah, we'll carry on. Let me swap out this image here real quick. Oh, I forgot my stream deck. I need to unplug and replug. We'll do a couple things there while I take a quick restroom break. But let me see. Can I manually? Oh, I don't even know where this is. No, let me just unplug and replug 1 sec. All right, looks like it might be working now. Let's see, logo, there we go. Okay, 1 second. All right, there we go. Got the Labor Day offer there. Don't forget we've got a payment plan there for you, $249 a month for 10 months, and then you own it outright. You can pay it off anytime and get the full auto features fully enabled there for you. All right, quick restroom break. I will be right back. This music might be a little too slow. Let's hype it up a little bit, shall we?
You got this, baby. I know it's been crazy. You don't see me, it's exhausting. City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is popping. You keep making plans, babe, I'm sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love it when you talk. No matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not on. I know I can't let go without you near me.
I'm holding on your tricks, got me 10 feet off the ground. Now I'm seeing how you play. I'll go box you, turn it all around. You tell me that you need me, then you go and show me how. Wait, you tell me that it's easy, didn't think I'd see the game you play. It's too late to miss the game. Out the box, it's too late. I said it's too late to miss the game. Out the box, it's too late. Take another risk, take a trade, take a shot for you. And I need you like a heart needs a beat, something new, yeah. You make it like a game now, winning every move. And you say follow and play along. Apple box, it's true. It's too late to miss the game. Out the box, it's too late. Trades got me 10 feet off the ground. Alga Box makes trading like a game. Join us now and see what can be found. Alga Box and never miss the game.
Alrighty then. Continuing on the grind. When in a grind, do not what? Pop quiz. When in a grind, do not what? Blank. Fill in the blank. You guys type it there in the chat. I know you know the answer. When in a grind, do not blank. Rewind. That's right. When in a grind, do not rewind. We are in a grind. We are grinding up. Do not try to get cute with it. Don't try to get in the way of it. Do not try to rewind it. Do not try to push it back down. And yes, we are carrying up here. InQ started to move too. Waking up here a little bit. You know, we'll watch to see what happens here in the final hour. We have 50 minutes now, exactly 50 minutes until the close today. It is Labor Day, so half day. Closing it up there at noon. Any other topics you guys would like me to cover? If I missed one from earlier today, please retype it there in the chat and I'll go over any topic today. It's Mentorship Monday, so we'll chat it up. Do you guys like this new format where I have the MACV Ultimate here on the chart? I mean, I do kind of miss having the extra visibility. I like to see all of this personally, the full chart. But do you guys like seeing this off on the left?
Gotta be a stranger.
The night will hold us close and the stars guide us home.
Let's see if I can make this any smaller. It unfortunately starts to jack up. Yeah, it won't let me go any smaller than that. You got an ouchie. What happened? You hit it on the clothes basket. You hit your knee on the clothes basket. Oh, right in your leg. Oh man. But why there's no? But why is there no song?
Oh, there's song.
Now you hear it.
Huh?
You like this song?
I can go to the truck.
You want to go to the truck?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We got 48 more minutes. 47 and a half.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
High five. Shout out to Neo, best support ever. What's up, Neo? Neo, the man with the plan. Best support ever. He is good, isn't he? Test 1, test 2. All right, let me fix the mic there. There we go. Oh, that was trade number 2. Okay, so it's definitely official that the new bar notifier does not work. So I got to figure that out. Got a lot of audio problems. I don't know if it's NinjaTrader's done something new or what. Or that we have to free up the... You grab an audio channel and then maybe they have a limit of audio channels. Probably need to research with NinjaTrader at the same time. NinjaTrader doesn't like to be forthcoming with their information anymore. Rumor mill is NinjaTrader wants to start a prop firm. Probably why the code hiding stuff. Really? Ghost Bear. Tell me more about that. Can you tell me where that rumor mill is? Hold on. Bro, that's a deeper conversation. Wait, can you get on a... Ghost Bear, I hate to put you on the spot. Can you get on an open mic with me? You're a smart mamma jamma. Can we get on a call here publicly? We should just have an open chat. Now, I might be asking you questions about yourself, because you are a fascinating individual, my friend. So I'd love to just ask questions about you if you're up for it. And then tell me about this rumor mill thing. This sounds exciting. Like, where are you hanging out that you get this type of information? Like, hook me up, brother. Ghost Bear knows some things. Yeah, no doubt. Not able. Nah, I totally get it, bro. It's fine. Can you post in the chat where that information is located? I mean, if NinjaTrader does get into that space, like that will put, I mean, that is a, I don't know if I should laugh on that or not, but that will put prop firms out of business. Like, no joke. Let's think about the implications of that. You guys type in the chat. What would happen if, let's play the what if game. If, let's put this up in the chat here. Rumor mill is NinjaTrader wants to start a prop firm. Let's talk about that hypothetical. If NinjaTrader were to start a prop firm, dude. Yikes. I mean, do we talk about who would go out of business first? But I mean, NinjaTrader is the one making it so that all those things happen. You talk about like more businesses just going bust, in my opinion. I don't know, that's my first thoughts and opinions, because I mean, even Apex is dependent on NinjaTrader. It's not like they have their own platform. Conflict of interest? Yeah, I mean, I can see all kinds of conflicts of interest. Like, holy cow. Here's talking about license revocations for Apex, Bullinox, etc. Whatevs. Not much details. What? Listen, like, man, you can't throw that kind of information out there and not give me sources. All right, yeah. Even if you got to send it to me in direct message, if you don't want to make it public, hook me up. Yeah, I need to hear about that. Wait, the thing with Rignick and prop firms is simulated data versus real time? Wait. How are those, why would those be different? Wait, okay. So that's why I don't want things to get misconstrued over text here. But simulated data versus real time, like that's, I mean, that shouldn't be a thing. They're the same. Simulated data can also be real time. So that statement here, maybe it's a mistype or whatever, or you need to expand, but simulated data versus real time data, like that is not, that doesn't mean anything. Real time gets priority over sim. I mean, I could definitely believe that. Are they sharing? Are you saying they're sharing the same servers? I don't even think they're not sharing the same servers though. And I've always wondered, was it a capacity thing? But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things from a technical aspect. Let's talk about that. The technicals of sim farms that are generating the same data, tracking the same data in theory, versus live ones. I mean. And well, now we're using the word live. I see where we're going here. So I am conflating terms, because live, as in live account, let's use another word for, how about real account versus sim account? How about real account versus sim account? Yeah. So real accounts prioritized over sim accounts. I could see that. Their data feeds, particularly though, are supposed to both be real-time data feeds. But as far as recording the trades themselves, I could see it being more problematic for the simulation, because most people are also, they're going more size than they would because they're in, you know, these virtual accounts. They've got more size to deal with, plus more accounts. When you're talking about, particularly like with Apex opportunity to be able to trade 20 accounts at a time, you know, tracking all that from a technical standpoint is going to be a heavier load, right? Let me move this over a little bit more. I think I might be able to make even a little more space for myself here. Move this over. Ooh, I can get big. How exciting. All right, we'll set it right there. See how that does for me. Oh no, I lost the chart. Oh, I moved it. Okay. Yes, two totally different databases. In theory, though, you should be able to, you can clear the simulated ones more often, I would think. So you should be able to maintain that, but who knows? Like, I would have to see the architecture. I'm not internal to their architecture of that, but I have been around many large projects over my lifetime in the data space, particularly. I know how I would likely start to do that, and if you shard properly, especially these days, there are a lot of ways to solve that problem, in my opinion. But database sharding, S-H-A-R-D, not sharding like ICT does on himself every day, but shard, S-H-A-R-D, data shards. When you say thread, could you say like where is it located? What thread on? Is it a Twitter thread? Is it an Instagram thread? Is it a Facebook thread? Is it a NinjaTrader forum thread? Oh, NinjaTrader's definitely in the greedy space these days. I mean, that's why they bought up Dorman, Phillips Capital. They bought up Tradeovate. You think they're port throttling? Why not just use a different port? You think it's network related? I don't think so. Network is so... it's too thin. Like, the data is so thin for... It's time, quantity, price. It's 3 columns wide. It's tiny data, so I don't think it's network at all. No, that definitely is not the... I'm too technical to buy that nonsense. No, it's the recording modules, in my opinion. Whether it's local or transmittal, committing the changes themselves. And could be threading, thread itself. And I'm talking about CPU threading specifically from the local client. Level 3 fintech dude back in the day. That's what I would do if resources were getting hammered. Yeah, well. If you don't mind my asking though, but how old are you, my friend? Experience, like, not all devs are created the same, not all fintech dudes are the same. Not trying to toot my own horn, but I was the best. And I ran into a lot of people who would say that they knew everything and whatnot and end up being the guy who came up with the right solutions. And right meaning better solutions. Because the thing is someone can come up with a solution, but to come up with the best solution or a better solution, you're 51. Okay, so you have a shot. You have a shot at having the proper level of experience. So I'll give credit where credit's due. I'm not judging, but I've seen a lot of bad solutions put forward that were literally solved by me coming in. And I did consulting work where when the teams couldn't figure out a solution, they bring me in and literally I come up with the solution. I solved the Texas Rangers baseball team's problems around their scouting system single-handedly, implemented it myself, and they won the World Series 2 years after. I'm not saying it's coincidence or anything like that. Not trying to take credit, but I'm just saying. Did the same thing for Capital One Auto Finance on their auto finance side of the house. But yeah, if you were 51 and you were in it your whole career, then yeah, you would definitely be there before Cisco as a company. But then again, so was I, and I'm only 45. I don't say only. I'm 44 technically, but this will be my 45th year on the planet, if you know what I'm saying. I started pretty young though too. I got my first IT job at 16 at a hospital. Back when, how many of you guys know what token ring is? Token ring. Without Googling it, how many of you guys know what token ring is? Without Googling. I'll let you Google it here in a second. One of my very first big projects, well, no, I guess my very first one was converting Windows 3.1 to Windows 95 for the hospital. But within that same first year, I went on a project of converting the entire buildings from token ring to Ethernet. Snap, man. Yeah, you know what's up. How about Rumba? Yeah. No, I did entire, token ring to Ethernet conversions. One of the first things where I'm walking closet to closet with a miniature laptop in hand, plugging into the each of the closets.
Upper bands touch
All the changes, physical, then software side. Then I did the same thing. That kind of got me my first job at ExxonMobil. A lot of hospitals uses S360 with token ring. Yeah, well, almost all of them did. ExxonMobil, all major networks used token ring at one point. That was the thing, and they were all connected with literal cable, like old school cable. If you know what I'm talking about, like if you guys remember the old, screw and connect. You used to have you'd have a T connector in the back of people's machines that you'd have to run the cable connector to, and off the back of people's PCs, their network cable was a T-bar connector where it would go in from one side out the other. Going from hub topology to star topology, another one where you could be on a hub and everybody's traffic. That's why it was so easy to sniff people's packets and hack people's information. It was very insecure back in the day when your entire hub was broadcast, so every packet was broadcast on the hub, so you plug into the hub and you see all traffic. Very dangerous in my opinion. Then you went star topology and it got better, but that's why there was a immediate shift, and then Ethernet came about. Yeah, exactly. They were thick. Man, they were hard. Yeah, coax cable. It was so hard to, well, I don't know. I guess RJ45 is pretty complex too because of all the little things. But to strip one of those too, you had to have some muscle grip, man. I'd be done with one of those at the end of the day. Like I'd have blisters in between my thumb and my index finger. ARP, packet, hijack, yep. You know what's up. You and I should have chats. Yeah, you gotta be old enough like us to know what we're even talking about. If you're under 40, they don't know what we're talking about. Used to assemble token ring cables and coaxials in college. Yeah, bro. All right, Ghost Bear, you've sold me on you, bro. Pablo has suffered, yeah. He knows the feeling. Yeah, my whole history of where's that interview at? If you type in Vinny E Mini interview, let me see if it still comes up. Let's see. Vinny E Mini, one out of 2 interviews I've ever done ever. Yeah, here you go. If you type in Vinny E Mini interview, and then yeah, this one right here. You're gonna know where it all started for me, and I don't know. I didn't like the way I sounded on this interview. But then again, when do you ever? It's like listening to yourself talk about yourself is kind of weird, you know what I mean? But yeah, my whole experience of why and how got into trading, I blame a guy named Twan Win. Sitting there minding my own business, doing my own coding, blah, 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 blah. Twan walks in one day and is like, I made $8,000 last night. What? Doing what? Made an earnings play last night. What is earnings play? Yeah, I traded earnings on VDSI. What's that? I have no idea what you're talking about. You're speaking Greek to me, bro. And I went down the rabbit hole ever since. Your first hard drive was the size of a dishwasher, 100 megabyte. Okay, I never had one of those. I don't ever remember having a dishwasher-sized hard drive. I don't think I got into that phase. That's what he said. How are you, Mikey? You having an exciting day off? No classes today? What movie did y'all watch last night?
Oh, The Grinch.
The Grinch?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part? You're ready?
Yeah,
The ending part.
Yeah, the ending part. What was your favorite part about the ending?
So, you see, it takes a bit of explaining.
Well, tell us.
So
It's a slow Labor Day here in the market, so tell everyone about it. Yes.
So, you see,
You want to go to the playground?
Yeah, because you missed the playground.
Okay, we'll go to the playground. It'll be fun.
the Grinch had a huge
Come on,
pile,
Wait, not yet.
Upper bands
Vincent,
touch RT
don't be rude. Let Mike talk.
120.
had a huge, like a pile of present bags.
Yeah.
And I got a pie.
That Santa
Okay,
usually
Tiger
brings
pies.
with him, but instead of
Tiger
giving them
pie for
away,
you.
he took them away. But
Pies.
in the ending part, as I was explaining, he brought them all the way down from his cave on a little sled, and like brought it down, and he was blowing a trumpet like doo 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 doo.
Do, 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 do.
Who Trump? And then Max was pulling it, you know, his little doggy. And then he brought it all the way down to on the mountain, and then he said he was sorry for trying to Christmas and gave all their presents back, I think, and then and the end was a very good end.
It's a pretty good ending. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it takes a big person to apologize, doesn't it, Mikey?
In fact, he finally realized that it wasn't Christmas that he hated. It was being alone. Because you see, when he was a child, he lived at the orphanage. No mom, no dad, no nothing, not even any other children. Well, he did see some children, but it wasn't in.
Yeah.
So he was just all alone. Nobody showed, not even a flea. And there was no presents, no Christmas. And a guy, and some sort of guy, I don't know who I couldn't really see them. He closed the gates. I don't really know.
So it sounds like you had a little bit of a tough life there, huh?
Yep.
Crazy. Well, thanks for sharing with us.
Play video games.
Sure. Yeah, you can go play some video games for a little bit. In about 20 minutes. Yeah, you got 20 minutes, and then we'll go get in the truck and go do some things.
Okay. I'm going to bye.
See ya.
I can go to down.
You want to go to the playground? Okay, how about this? In 20 minutes. Okay, go tell Alexa to set a timer for 20 minutes, and then we'll go. All right, so we're at Winner Chicken Dinner, and if you want to get the electronic version of our sheet, if you're a electronic person, you can go to algoboxpro.com/trade-tracker for that tool, and you can turn the sound on or off. You don't have to have the cool sounds. I like them. So we're 2 trades in. Winner Chicken Dinner for me. Within my 5 trades, I want to get 2 wins. That's the whole winner chicken dinner. Got enough to put a chicken dinner on the table for my family with my 2 wins. Anything beyond that is bonus. That's the way I like to approach things. Multi-time frame confluence. If you are new with us, make sure you go through the 2-week free trial there, and there are 36 videos, approximately 40 there on the website. There's also a full documentation section if you go to docs.algoboxpro.com, or just go to the top of algoboxpro.com and click on the how-to documentation section. You understand the Grinch better now? Yeah, buddy. Hard drive is an HP 9000 mini computer, powered on, spins up, jet turbine, the initial seeks. I don't remember that. I started with 66 was the first 66 megahertz. Or was it 66 hertz? All I remember was the front of the machine had 66 and it had a turbo button. And in order to load, like the very first game I got to play on it was Doom. And I remember when Doom 2 came out, I had to do all this stuff to try to get my PC to play it because I wanted to play Doom 2 so bad. First time 3D stuff. I'm sorry, it was Wolfenstein was the first one I played. Wolfenstein 3D first. That I saw at my uncle's house when we were at their swimming pool, and I was like, what in the, like 3D? Wait, you can like walk through space? What? No way. And then my dad bought us our first computer when I was a freshman in high school. I had turned 15. We bought our first PC from Microcash. Yeah. I think it was 66 hertz. Yeah, I missed the whole Commodore 64 bit and all that. Very first things, you know, out of necessity, had to. This is back with bulletin board systems, BBSs, where you had to dial in to connect anywhere on the internet. There wasn't an internet, but bulletin board systems provided things. If you know what I'm saying. 66 megahertz. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, because I remember when it got to like 1 gigahertz, it was like, oh, what? That was craziness. And then Duke Nukem 3D came out, and my PC could barely hang with it. And then I remember when Michael Emerson had a 99 megahertz PC, and it just ran Duke Nukem 3D like a dream. And we used to connect our PCs directly to each other over the phone, because you would dial into your buddy's modem. You could only play multiplayer games 1v1, you and your buddy connecting to each other. Duke Nukem 3D, the first game that allowed you to look up and down. Remember that? Because even with Doom and Doom 2, you still only shot straight, right? You only had to line them up. So if a guy was above you and you just shot, you know, straight, you would shoot like... So you have your crosshair thing, you shoot in front of you. And if there was a guy up above it, he's like, hello. And some creepy arm looking things, a little short body, you know, those weird things in Doom. So you would shoot right here, and your rocket launcher would go, it would go up, you know what I mean? So the first game where you actually could move your crosshair up on somebody was Duke Nukem 3D. Well, you had to put your crosshair actually on the person above you. That was crazy. And swim and fly. That's true. You could go up and down because you had a jetpack. The whole jetpack thing was crazy, right? First time they introduced jetpacks. Concept of being able to go up and down. The golden age. Yeah, back when you used to talk about RAM in megabytes. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Yes. Shake it, baby. Remember the rich guys had like 8+ phone lines, dial-up gateways to their boards. Yeah, I was too young. You know, I was 15. Had no monies. Didn't even know the concept of multiple lines and all that. I sound just like him. It's a lot of practice. A lot of game time in that Duke Nukem 3D, I tell you. We are 12 minutes from the close, and we are continuing to grind. I have a feeling it's just going to keep going. So if we get a shot, this might be the place here. That's like, this might be the only place to get in. That cross right there, if you're going to go long, this might be the spot for the grind up. When in the grind, do not rewind. This thing is probably going to run up prior high. You know, keep people on their high over the holiday weekend here, telling everybody, hey, don't need to panic sell or anything on Monday. Market keeps moving up for you. Don't worry, don't worry. No worries. Have I played the latest one for Duke? Is there a Duke Nukem? Wait a minute. Is there a new Duke? Are you kidding me? Dude, they teased that forever. You know the whole drama behind all that, right? Duke Nukem 3D. Wikipedia. First person. Is there another one? Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour. What? Let me see this. What is this? Is it called Duke Nukem Forever? Shake it, baby. I have to get in the tone with Duke Nukem first. Let me say my first phrase. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Shake it, baby. See, I can do it after I've set up. I can't just outright do it. I can literally hear him in my head. Once I can hear it... 16 years in the making. So what is it called? Is it Duke Nukem Forever? When did that come out? Hold on, let me check it out. I don't think I have. No, I definitely have not played that. Duke Nukem Forever? Duke Nukem Forever. Okay, when did this come out? Duke Nukem Forever official website. Okay, when did this come out? So, what's the date on this? So what did they do with it? Is it a remake? 2011. Yeah, that's forever ago. Okay, I thought you guys were saying there was something new. Yeah, I heard this didn't go over well. Is that true, or did anybody actually like it? I believe it was this one. Let's see, develop. Guinness Book of World Records for the longest development period for a video game project at just over 14 years. But then another game called Beyond Good and Evil has overtaken Duke Nukem as the game with the longest ever development period. Huh. Long-awaited sequel to... Duke Nukem discontinued. There were no plans for another Duke Nukem title in 2017. In late 2023, Zen Studios announced a new digital pinball adaptation of Duke Nukem. Pinball. Duke Nukem's Big Shot Pinball, first non-horror table for its adult pinball video game. Pinball M. Weird. What was the latest Duke Nukem game? Duke Nukem Forever Balls of Steel Edition. For PC. $139. What is this? Is this collector's edition? What? Weird.
Shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. Shake it, baby.
Star Citizen is pretty long? I don't think so. No, Star Citizen, I still remember when they started kind of working on that. It's definitely not any kind of 14-year whatever. That was just within the last few years. I mean, it might be 5 years, maybe 6. Is it true that Apple's first computer cost 66666? Yes. Yeah. Oh man, don't even, bro. You're gonna get me, dude. You want to go deep on me? You start talking about the beginning of Apple and why the apple and why the bite out of the apple and the sin of Eve not being biting of a fruit, dude. I can get real deep on this stuff. The discovery of gravity supposedly from an apple falling from a tree hitting some douche on the head. No. No. Y'all believe all that? Yeah. You still believe in space too, I bet. Nah, bruh. But yeah, it was. Oh yeah, all these people and leaders of the world are led by the prince of this world, Lucifer himself. Known by many names. The great deceiver. His greatest deception was to make people believe he doesn't exist. And if he doesn't exist, then maybe God doesn't exist either. That's his whole plan. His secondary plan after he met Jesus in hell. What? Jesus went to hell? Yeah, for 3 days. Brought back the keys to Hades with him. Preached. Brought back hosts of the captives with him. I came to set the captives free. Then you find out what he meant. Closing 1 p.m. Eastern. Well, okay, I thought somebody said it was 12 Eastern. Is it 1 p.m. or 12? Let's get an official on that. Is it 1 p.m. or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Is the market closing in 3.5 minutes, or is it 1? Oh, you discovered it earlier than me, Kazi. I just discovered it within the last 2 years. So you're way ahead of me, bro. I went down the deep dive rabbit hole on that one. Start to learn about helium and it'll open your whole mind. All right, we got 2 minutes, 15 seconds. I think it's going to squeeze up. Took you a few years to gather. Me too, dude. I mean, it didn't probably take me years because, I mean, I was basically fully dedicated to it. Like day, night, any spare moment I had. I was fascinated, man. I was collecting like crazy. I'd say it took me about 4 or 5 months to collect it all. I mean, I'm still grabbing some now. In fact, I just posted 2 from this weekend so there's a section inside of Discord. If you want to go down this rabbit hole, I've shortened the curve for you. There's another hour left. I gotcha. Yeah, if you want to... I put all of the good stuff that I've collected to give you enough details on, you know, whether you currently believe or not. Doesn't really matter. It's like believing in gravity or not. Doesn't matter. You're still going to die from it. You know what I mean? But yeah, you want to go down the rabbit hole of where I've been. There's all of my stuff right there. I try to ditch it there for you in the lounge area. Globetrotters fall flat. The debate. A lot to think about. Come to your own conclusion. You are free to have your inaccurate opinion if you differ. Saw video saying Earth is way younger than what we saw. Oh yeah, 100%. Insomnia for 3 days when I found out all about this 8 years ago. Yeah, oh, wow, 8 years ago you found it out? Oh, I did too. I had insomnia. I was sitting there. I was night scrolling, saving, notes taking, checking the debate. I didn't believe it for the longest time. I mean, I was like, are you kidding me? I grew up in Houston, y'all. H-Town. One of the, there's 2 things come out of Houston. Oil and NASA. Okay? So, you're talking about, you know, I knew people who worked there, went there all the time. It was down the street from us. Literally grew up in the Galveston area, down where all that stuff happens. The ISS dive pool right down the street. It's, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're in Houston. You're still in Houston, yeah? Yeah, you gotta at least hear it. You at least need to hear it out. Like, don't close your ears and, oh, that's stupid. Listen, I would say the same thing until, like, hear it out. But you know what's funny is, you know, the dumbest person in the room is the one who is unable to or refuses to. It's not that they're unable to hear the conversation. It's the people who deny even listening to it. Like, don't want to, I mean, debate it. Like, bring the opposing information then. About 20 minutes. Dude, I lived in Clear Lake. Are you kidding? We were that close. I lived specifically in Friendswood for forever. When I turned 15, moved to Friendswood. Before that was in Sage Glen. And before that, Gilpin Road, South Houston. Your worldview changed radically in a few hours. It was hard. Yeah, no joke. Yeah. You know, but the Bible did say that all the things would be exposed in the end. And because of the internet now, that information is a lot more readily available. Oh yeah, that was crazy, right? The astronaut doing spacewalk and the reflection of his face shield with the scuba diver. Yep. Oh yeah, I saw that one, man. I zoomed in on that so many times. Yeah, bro. The ISS, all the mess ups and all their little cabling and whatnots, and grabbing cables and things falling by accident all of a sudden. Yeah, multiple times. All the mess up reels. Yep. You can only keep up a charade for so long. Yep. The Mars ones, the Mars photographs are the ones that blow me away the most. When you find out where the, have y'all seen where the Mars photographs were taken here on Earth? Yeah, Disney's, and when you get into the real weeds of the Disney involvement. And pedophile rings that go along with it. Freemasons, life sworn oaths, etc. Yep. Accuracy of the Bible and what's happening in the world is crazy. Oh yeah. I mean, if you weren't a believer in the Bible before, I mean, you either got to be blind, dumb, or stupid not to see it and believe it now. Caught a new mouse. Yeah, the ones that were funny is when you remember the bug. Y'all see the ones where there was a fly flying around? They needed to swat. Yeah, how did the fly get into space? Oh, I just must have escaped. I must have taken a ride in the bay. Okay, bro. Oh yeah, programming, mental programming. The copy paste. Oh yeah, those are crazy too. The same images laid out from one Apollo mission to the next. The clouds being perfectly in the same location on the images. Saw that one too. Yeah, I posted that in that Globetrotters section. You guys want to go down my rabbit hole of information. Script. Yes. Sure. Scripted. Indeed. The solar system. Soul. S-O-U-L. Solar system. Yeah, the bubbles. Crazy. Those live streams will get them every time. Oh man. Alright, so my boys are over there probably clocking me in, although at the same time I hear one of them playing video games. So time to go get their heads out of the games. Got to take them outside for a bit. It is Labor Day. Maybe get a little barbecue today. Actually, not for me, because I'm going to keep on this fast until, I don't know, just waiting to get some clear direction from the Father above. You know what I mean? If anybody's got any prayer requests, I'd love to pray for you. Send them there in the Discord channel chat. You want to send me a DM if it's personal, it's cool. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. From me, Bibby, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and Eddie B. I'm sitting out of the big H-Town. See ya. Art team, show them how it's done.
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Touch RTY on the 20.
Rewind. Rewind.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Delta 5 loading. Long, look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. One down on a freeze. Order filled. Target filled.
Audio Jungle.